2 days later, we come back to this place, and again, all these people are hanging out and waiting, and you can see this parents holding this, I think he was probably a 5 or 6-year-old boy. And you walk up to the boy, and you can just see that he is not well. He is very ill. There's a sense of, after seeing hundreds of patients, thousands of patients, you can say, you're in trouble. You touch his skin, and he's really hot. And then you can see, it's like his skin was boiled. Lots of little superficial spreading infections that were on the forearms of both sides and on his legs. And you interview through the translator that it started only a day or so ago, like 24 to 36 hours ago was his first spot, and it had spread through major patches of his arms. And you go to touch it, he's very tender, and you can just see that it's one of these strep infections that's probably a flesh-eating or very easily superficial spreading infection. But because it's gone so long without a treatment, he's toxic. There's infection in his blood pressure's low, he's able to communicate, but he's just very ill. And so we actually did something that I didn't get a chance to do in other places, which we said a prayer. And I was really impressed with how much the community all could see this kid was in dangerous trouble, and how much praying got everybody's attention. And then we go to say, okay, we need to get this kid to a hospital. I know it's really emotional when you see your own kid that's sick, but we needed to give the kid 2 shots of an antibiotic so that he could have those antibiotics working between now and the time we could get him to the hospital. And so we go to give the kid a shot, and the father just, he was physically strong enough to hold the kid, but emotionally, he caved. And so he was supposed to hold the kid's leg, couldn't hold it, the kid moved, blood goes everywhere, and of course, I think of protecting everybody by covering up a needle that's just been in another person, and there's blood everywhere because he moved while we were trying to give the shot. And the father just lost it. He howled and screamed and was just wailing because his kid was hurting. And to watch him suffer, and then to watch the trickle effect of what happened to my team, because a bunch of parents just exited stage left. They couldn't watch it, they couldn't see it, they couldn't imagine how they would have coped with, your kid's about to die. If we don't get him to the hospital, he's going to die. And now I'm asking you to hold his leg still while I give him a shot, and he just couldn't do it. And you lose something in translation. I didn't predict that he wouldn't be able to hold the kid's leg. But now you got a wailing father, and you got a kid that's just freaking out because his dad's freaking out. And, oh my God, you got to get him the antibiotics because this is life-threatening here. And just the sound of what that dad did in the panic of it all, I can still hear him just hollering and knowing that he couldn't cope. He was at his wit's end. That was tough. Where are your meds? Okay, this I need the